Hey guys, welcome to Tech Terminal, and today finally we flashed the Cyanogenmod. So first things first, you need to have an unlocked bootloader and have a custom recovery to get this thing installed, and if you already have that, you can skip ahead and see that how to do that, and if not, then well, let's get started. So since I never unlocked the bootloader, nor did I ever install any custom recovery and never flashed any ROM on my OnePlus One, this will be fun. So first off, we need to enable debugging. For that, you need to keep tapping the build number till you see you are now a developer, and advance reboot and keep your USB connected to the PC. Well, starting from the bottom, at first we need the drivers for the ADB. For that, I would recommend to download the Android SDK only and the Google driver and the new TWRP recovery, and the toolkit that we'll be using and on the Cyanogenmod itself, all are linked in the descriptions. And then install the SDK, then go to the device manager and you'll find the 8001, and then do as shown. First right click and select update drivers, then browse my computer, then browse the place where you unzip the drivers and select let me pick, and then show all devices, then hard drive, then again browse to the same location, and then you should be able to see all the models, and will be requiring the Android ADB interface only, and then hit next and yes. So after that's done, we'll be installing the SDK, and after that we'll unlock the bootloader, and for that we need to open up the toolkit and verify. We will click on the attached devices, and if you have an antivirus like me, then you might get a warning or a threat to allow or not. Just allow it, as it is not a threat. And as you see, it is an unauthorized, so we'll authorize it in a second. Just unlock your phone and check this check and remember this computer and hit yes. And now if everything worked, we should now be able to hit the boot into fast boot, and the phone should immediately go into fast boot. So now that worked, we will now unlock the bootloader. So now a really big warning. Unlocking the bootloader will format the whole system, so you might want to back up all your apps and data, all your favorite cat pictures, everything will be gone. So now after backing up everything, we'll hit the unlock bootloader, and it'll simply do as that. Do we now have a successfully unlocked the bootloader, and as usual it will factory reset everything, it will format everything, it will go into a complete new kind of setup, so just be patient as it is going to take a while. So after the phone has booted up, just do a quick setup with no email address or anything. Just do a really simple setup, so that will flash the TWRP. So yeah. So after that bootloader is unlocked, we need to re-enable debugging mode from the same process that we just did earlier and do the same verification. We'll now do the flashing manually, as in this case the toolbox did not work for me. So now we'll first copy the new TWRP in the root directory of the C and paste it there, and we will open up the Android SDK installation folder and open up the platform tools, and then press and hold shift key while right clicking, and we'll get an option to open up command prompt here, and then after doing so we'll type the following commands on the screen, and here we'll again use the toolkit to go into fast boot, and then come back and fast boot space devices, and then we'll see that our device is now detected in fast boot, and then we'll type in fast boot space OEM space unlock and hit enter, and after that we have finally unlocked the fast boot mode. And now comes the actual flashing, so type in fast boot space flash space recovery, and then the directory that is C, then rename it and to get the exact name of the recovery, and then paste it over there and add the .img at the end. Like seriously, don't forget the .img at the end, or else it will not work. So after that's done, hit enter, and we will now have your new recovery installed, and then we'll type in one last command, that is fast boot space reboot. So now we should have the newly flashed TWRP recovery. So now we can easily flash everything, yay! But before that we need to back up the current ROM. That is, if you ever want to come back to it, you can easily just restore it just by, just if you back it up right now. Select everything to backup. Since we did the bootloader unlocked, it is a fresh install and the backup won't be such a big thing and it won't take such a long time. So now after that's backed up, we'll restart the phone and copy over the OS flashable zip to the TWRP folder and copy the backup files to your computers for your own safety if you ever require in the future. And the TWRP folder took a while to show up on my screen, but it is not recommended. It's not necessary that you have to put it in the TWRP, but you can, it's your wish. So now just unzip the OS archive and copy over the zip file, and then let the magic happen. So now boot into recovery and we'll wipe everything except the internal storage, as we have the flashable zip in there. And then swipe to confirm the wipe, and it's time to say goodbye to Cyanogenmod 11s. Bye bye. And if you want to come back, you can just hit restore and select the backup. So now after the wipe is done, we'll select back and select install, and then scroll down to TWRP folder and then select the Oxygen flashable zip, and then select and then slide to confirm this flash. So now flashing will take some time, around 5 to 10 minutes, and then just sit back and have some time like flashing, let that thing flash in the background. And after that's done, we will just reboot the system. And now we won't be rooting, so select do not install when asked for the super SU. So now that's it. Just wait and enjoy the new and fresh stock OS based on the Android Lollipop 5.0.2. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So now all the basic setup required, just do it and enjoy the new OS. Yay! This thing does look amazing, and the video is at 60 fps. It's not at, but it is in 60 fps, so you can get the exact view of how it actually performs in 60 fps, and it does feel really buttery smooth. And if you want to do a quick, and I would actually like to do a quick run of onto the benchmark to see if there's any performance improvement or not. So as you see, there is some performance improvement comparing it with the previous screenshot and the one that you just saw. So there we have it, guys. If you we have finally successfully installed OS. So that was it for this video, and if you liked it, then a like would really appreciate it. Comment your questions below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. If not, then sorry, but yeah, stay subscribed for more such videos on technology tips, tutorials and more. And bye now.